And then again, the bromance, it's just like, oh,
I don't know if there's bromance, dude. Like, I just feel like they're just two Chinese boys, you know, hanging out, touching each other and stuff like that. It's good stuff. Welcome to episode 35 of the Amb Ant Podcast. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Amber. I've been drinking wine.
Nice.
And today we're going to talk about
时光代理人.
Yes, 时光代理人, also known as Link Click.
Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for the YouTube algorithm for more podcast reviews like these.
So we watched episodes 4 through 6, and I cried once, but how are they for you?
So these episodes, I mean, we didn't do, I think, Link Click for one episode before this. We watched JoJo or something, right? Or wait, which did we watch before this? We watched Kaguya, that's right. Yeah. But honestly, I just wanted to continue this one because it was just that good.
Well, we spent a really long time not being able to do it because Anthony's been really busy these days.
We were on vacation.
It's mainly because he's very busy these days.
We went to Joshua Tree. Had a lot of fun there.
Even when he was having fun, he was working. Anyways, but yeah. So then we finally got to watch it during our vacation.
Yeah, it was fun.
At Joshua Tree. And yeah, like, I don't know. The whole thing, like, honestly, I still feel like you can tell that they don't have enough money to make really clean animation. However, the stories, like writing and also the direction of the show was so good that like I didn't really mind.
Yeah, it was just so crazy that like halfway through the 4th episode, you kind of start realizing that like all these things are changing for them. Like they're winning the basketball game. They're like he's confessing to his girlfriend. Like he's going to, not fight with his mom. These eventful events should have changed something. And then you realize, oh wait, there's a massive earthquake that's coming to.
And then I called it. Well, not really.
You didn't
right before. They gave.
Before.
Like, again, I really liked how you can call it. Like, the audience from their accents and also from, like, how everyone is going to die kind of, like, thing. And then, until, like, you see the calendar and it's in May, and then you're just like, oh, if you're Chinese, you would know. It's like, we all are Dijen. It's like when you, like, at first I was like, they're all speaking in Sichuan accent. So I was like, oh, that's cool. And, like, I was telling you how, like, one actor, like, one voice actor clearly was not from Sichuan. And I was like, oh, that's awkward. But then I was like, wait, everything starts making sense. And then I paused it and I was like, dude, like, there's gonna be an earthquake. But yeah, that was so cool. I really like that design. Everything
kind of came together, and we learned a little bit more about like the power of the pictures, because like I believe the main character, one of them, was just telling the other guy like, oh, you have to not change the past. Like you can't change the past anyway, so like why try? You're just gonna make things worse. Because now, like, instead of the guy they went into the picture for, just like losing his family, like, and friends just like away from him, he like had his mom like basically die on top of him instead, which is like, I guess, arguably worse. So basically, you just have,
Yeah, like for me, I always thought like, the thing is, I wouldn't say that the story is like not contrived and not cliche. There are a lot of tropes, especially like if you were to watch like a lot of Chinese like Mandarin dramas in the early 2000s, and also it's like sometimes I'm just like, oh, it is contrived, because I'm just like, oh my god, why is Lu Guang, is his name Lu Guang?
I don't know.
I think it's Lu Guang, right? like the person who's like directing Cheng Xiaoshi to do these like time travels, like
Yes.
why is he so heartless? And then like why would he not inform him that this is going to happen? Because it's so traumatizing. And then he should have, like, with like normal human logic, he should have, just because it's like it's gonna affect the quality of his work if he like were to do all of these things like very irrationally. But then like they still like went with that route. But then it's like the eventual result of the storytelling was really powerful that like I just didn't really like want to nitpick about the logic of the story.
Yeah, like you kind of forgive a bunch of things because it just it was just that good. I mean, I think that everything kind of makes sense, and I really like how they revealed the earthquake, and then it just seems like, you know, something's happening to Chen Xiaosi. You know, he's changing a little bit. He actually he quit in the middle of like episode 5 there. He was like, "Yep, I'm done with this. I'm not gonna, you know, work anymore for you." And then, you know, they just started a new case essentially after that. And it was really interesting because like he actually went into the past as himself from a photo. So not sure how that's going to play out, but it's very, very interesting.
Again, sometimes I don't really like how, like, basically what you said about, like, oh yeah, now he's, like, being himself in the photo.
Yeah.
Then, like, the previous times when he time traveled, he never did that.
Yeah.
And then there are a lot of things that I'm just like, oh my god, this is, like, bad sci-fi, because it's, like, they don't have enough, like, explanation, like, for these, like, time travels. And then it's like, how come that they worked for so long and this is the only few times that he's been, like, so emotionally affected by being, like, the people that he's, like, acting as. And also I'm just like, wait, it's not possible that he is doing this job and the past didn't change that much. Like, because he's doing things, like, so then, like, things can change. I mean, like, even the first episode, actually, like, the girl died. It's like she wasn't supposed to die. Emma, who was working in Shanghai or something, like, and then, like, she was like, oh, yeah, I miss my parents.
I thought she died in the present.
I thought that it's because of what he did that she died.
Well, I thought...
And then she died in the present because, like, what he did.
Yeah, exactly. But she was alive until then, maybe.
Yeah, right? So then I was like, yo, like, he changed the past. And then it's like, it's not possible that this is the only time that he started to change the past. If, like...
Yeah.
I feel like for me, sometimes time traveling tropes kind of, like, get to me. It's like, oh, God, like, shouldn't it be like, oh... this will definitely happen anyways kind of thing, or like this will for sure happen, like what was happening for the earthquake thing. But then it's like, oh, sometimes it's like that, sometimes it's not. And then it's also like, what I don't like was like Lu Guang's telling Cheng Xiaoshi that it's like, oh, like if you were to act so rashly, some people who didn't die would die for like your actions right now. And then I was like, oh my god, like he can change the past so much that like people who aren't going to die are going to die, but then like he can't change the past if like people are going to die, like he can't stop that from happening. I was like, that doesn't make logical sense.
Yeah,
but I guess like more stakes. Yeah,
like I guess we'll see, because like we did get it spoiled a little bit towards the you know, remember when we saw little snippets of the end of season 1, right? Like little pictures.
Did you?
Yeah, we saw Emma back.
Oh, yeah, we saw that, but then yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I actually
saw like a clip because it was just like recommended to me, and I was like,
yeah, we'll see what's like going on with that, because you know, aside from that, I don't really know. And then yeah, I mean, it's a really good show. Like, I honestly just want to watch this more. Just to the end, probably, because it's just that good. I'm
so pleasantly surprised, because it's like,
yeah,
for this, especially because, oh god, it's so Chinese that I really like it. It's like, China's animation industry has been struggling a lot with its own identity because, like, they are trying to mimic Japanese animation, and at the same time, they're also trying to mimic, like, Pixar, kind of like 3D animation in the US. And then I just feel like they never really established an identity. And then, like, they kept on, like, trying to just, like, copy rather than explore what they can do themselves. And like in this one, it has so many, like, for me, like, 俗, meaning like cliche parts, but at the same time it's like, even though they were so cliche, like, I can't say that it didn't affect me emotionally. Like, it was very effective in doing what it's doing.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't know about the cliche-ness because I haven't really seen anything like this.
No, the, like, missing child was so cliche because, like, I was telling Isabel too, and then she was like, yeah, like, she has so much trauma watching Chinese dramas in the early 2000s about, like, kids getting lost. Like, we were just, like, saying, like, oh yeah, during this, like, 5 years, there were at least, like, 5 or, like, 3 different, like, TV shows on the TV that are, like, about children being lost, and then it's, like, missing children because, like, they get sold. And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know that I've, like, seen something like that.
But, like, for us, it was definitely, like, a childhood trauma. And then I was like, before, like, it was just, like, the dad telling the child, like, yeah, go outside and, like, watch the, like, anime on your phone. And I was like, oh my god, he's gonna get, like, what do you mean? Like, what do I mean? Like, just stolen it. And then I was like, this is gonna happen. Oh no.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like how they did that.
Yeah.
And then the girl, it's just a mystery. It's like the girl saw the guy kidnap him and then she lied about it, so she feels guilty. Now, like, Chen Xiaoshi is, like, by himself. Like, it stopped at a really, really crazy cliffhanger, and he saw, like, Chao in the past. But he's, like, his present self in the past. And I'm still not too sure if he's, like... I guess he's now going to meet up with her and potentially change their entire, timeline or whatever.
Yeah,
but,
exactly, because that's so dangerous.
They
like, for time traveling?
They tried to, like, say that, like, oh, if it's not going to hit an important node, then nothing is going to change. So, like, the important node in the previous episode being the earthquake. So then, like, nothing changes really. I did hear, like, in a lot of time travel shows that, like,
butterfly effect.
Not really butterfly effect. Butterfly effect stating that, like, if you change some small thing, it'll ripple out into like much larger things in the future because everything is affecting each other. I'm thinking more of, like, just the like, there are some shows or, like, books even, like, where if you time travel, you don't change anything, so it's like the nodes don't affect until, like, you change something really big, and then, like, even then maybe not, because, like, the fates of people are, like, sealed, so then you don't actually end up changing too much.
Exactly.
So I've heard of that, so maybe they're going more along that line.
But then, like, again, for me, it's like I am also just exactly what you're saying, like, used to, like, these two. It's like either the butterfly effect, which I actually believe in more, like, personally, and then the other one, like, the fate, kind of like, oh, this is, like, all, like, written in the destiny. It's like
written in the stars
that you're going to. Anyways, you're going to time travel, and then you're going to change, and then it's like, oh, so then eventually what the result that you already know is still gonna happen, because it's like, it was already, like, predestined that you're gonna time travel and you're going to try to change it, and then the result is what it is now.
Oh.
Yeah, these are the two time travel things I'm used to.
Damn, that's smart.
But then, like, for this, like, I feel like they're not doing the second one because they're saying, like, oh yeah, he can still, like, make people who were not going to die. And I was like, what the heck? But yeah, like, I don't think that it is a very, like, logically and well constructed, like, time travel thing. But then again, it doesn't really bother me because it was like, oh yeah, like, first of all, the bromance is really strong. Like, I shit. And then also it's just like, it's so emotional that I'm like, yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Cry.
For those of you who are dumb like me and cannot understand what she just said, she's saying that when you time travel, you think you're changing something in the past. However, the past has already accounted for you time traveling in the future, so that when you get back, it's exactly the same. Because then they've already known that you're going to time travel. And then they already knew. Yeah. And then it already accounted for in the future that you time traveled in the past. Boom, got him.
Yeah, thank you for
very
explaining.
Cool.
And also you have goosebumps.
Very cool, I know. It's very cold.
Really?
God, I'm not really wearing anything right now.
Oh, you're wearing pants, kind of. But anyways.
Kind of. Are you not cold?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Anyways, going back to the show.
We can't talk anymore. It's so fun.
It's so late.
It's like 4 a.m.
Oh my god.
Remember when we used to do 4 a.m. podcasts?
Yeah, 5 a.m. even.
Yeah. What happened?
No, and then we have like a healthier schedule for the podcast.
We're just weaker now.
Oh god, we are. Because you're more tired, honestly.
Dude, it's just I think we gotta bring it back.
No, we cannot be like this.
The 6 a.m. and Ant podcast.
Okay, then I'll wake up for that rather than
the 7 a.m. and Ant podcast.
No, and we're gonna go back to school. Anyways, but yeah, I just feel like this is such a unique show in that it is so Chinese and at the same time well made, because I feel embarrassed to say this, but then oh my god, Chinese animation, they're so badly directed. Do you know? I've seen so many. It's魔道祖师 was so badly directed. 天官赐福 was a little better, but barely. And then I've watched a lot of Chinese dramas, and then they're just very badly directed. It's the timing, the pacing and how people react to certain things. It's so odd looking, but then this one, they really know how to write this story, and I'm just damn.
They're doing well.
Yeah,
it's very good.
Yeah, every little story is kind of independent, but at the same time, you feel that everything is building up to something that is going to be very important for the two main characters. And then again, the bromance, it's just
I don't know if there's bromance, dude. I just feel like they're just two Chinese boys, hanging out, touching each other and stuff like that. It's good stuff.
Touching each other, buying each other milk tea. Yeah.
Oh yeah, milk tea is good.
You gotta get your milk tea for the stepbro.
Yeah, dude. When you have a stepbro like that, you gotta bring him some milk tea.
What the heck? I actually, really, seriously, I don't think that when I was living in China, any guy would do that for another guy. But then guys do that so much for girls. So then again, I feel it's so subtle.
I do that for girls.
Would you do that even if I'm at home and then I didn't ask for it, you would do it for me?
No, I'd ask you what you want.
And then I'd be like, no, I don't want anything.
And then I'd be like, okay.
And then you would give it to me.
No.
No, but then you see?
Because you say you don't want anything, so I'm
no. Cheng Xiaoshi didn't say that he wanted milk tea, but then Lu
No,
Guang
he didn't say that he didn't want milk tea. He just didn't say anything because Lu Guang didn't ask him. He just ran.
Well, yeah, but what if you cannot contact me?
Well, no, I'll be like, hey, you want some milk tea? And you're like, no. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna bring you some milk tea anyway.
And then if I just don't reply, will you give me some milk tea?
What is this?
No, because earlier today, Isabel didn't reply to me, but then I still gave her tea.
Oh, did she like it?
Yeah. Anyways.
Okay. Dude, that was so good though.
Yeah, but it is important to still give the other person milk tea to
That's
feel
true.
that you care.
Moral of the story.
Yes.
Give them some milk tea.
Unless they say no. Unless. If they didn't say no, if you can't contact them, just give them milk tea. Popa's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what would you rate it? I mean, it's
Oh god, I feel I've said when we were watching it earlier on, like in Joshua Tree. Like, I think I gave it like a 9 or something.
Like a 9
like,
for quality.
honestly, I just want to say the animation quality is not that great. It's not consistent how their faces look, I have to say. Like,
yes.
Is it just not enough people who can draw? Because I don't think so. Like, okay, I have to say, like, I was in one of the like most famous art departments in China, and then like I know a lot of people who can draw. Like, what the heck? Why are they not working for like animation companies? And also like
Chinese, because they make no money.
Yeah, and I was telling you, like, when I was like basically interning for like Chinese animation companies, like they just don't give us money that they promised, and I was like, guys. Anyway, so then I was like, the animation quality of this is just like getting lower and lower, but the story quality is like consistently so good that I'm just like, yeah, give it a 9. What about you?
I give it a 9.5 out of 10. This one I would watch until the end, and it doesn't lose my attention at all. So.
Why did you minus 0.5 then?
Because mainly just because I don't know about like the powers and stuff like that. They seem like normal people, so then it does get boring.
Yeah.
You don't really know about the background of like why are they setting up the shop in the first place? Like why are they doing that? I'm not entirely sure yet. Maybe it's gonna be revealed, but since it hasn't,
I seriously doubt it because there aren't that many episodes anyways.
Like why do they have a small shop in the middle of nowhere? You know. And why are they called witches? It's like...
No, it's just a joke. No, they're not called witches. It's a 老巫婆. Like, 老巫婆, basically, people also use it as, like, old, ugly lady. It's not really, like, saying that's a witch.
They're not old, ugly ladies, though.
But, yeah, exactly why the girl is always kind of offended when people are just like, oh, 是不是有个老巫婆能, like, 倒退时光? Like, oh, is there, like, an old witch that can, like, go back through time? And then it's like, wait, like, what the fuck? Because I'm a pretty girl.
So, it's just, uncertain why these things happen sometimes the way they do, and you're not really sure of like the ending, but it is fun to watch.
Yeah, so. The rules of time travel is very vague. It's like even like Harry Potter, they give out more rules than that. It's like, yeah, you cannot see the people that you basically know. Like you can't really, and then you can't be seen by yourself because it'll just like freak yourself out.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, the rules of this is just like, I'm not sure if they actually thought it out. But why are you being weird? Did you even have alcohol?
Yeah,
just a beer. But yeah, But still, like, I really feel like this is the start of like Chinese animation again.
This is the beginning. This one anime will save them all.
Hopefully it will make people realize that. Like the Chinese anime, huh?
It is not all doomed.
Yeah, like the Chinese anime industry should be given more monies. Like my friends can get more monies, and then we can make better animation in the future.
Aye, Captain.
Yes. So we have not been doing the podcast for a really long time.
Yeah, no, we'll get back on it.
We'll
next is JoJo, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I really want to just do all of JoJo, so then slowly but surely I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll succeed.
You know, this video might get more than like 3 views, so...
Maybe.
We'll see.
But then I just want to say, like, JoJo fans, if any JoJo fans are listening now, like, I seriously doubt it, but then, like... Guys, like, I am in the fandom. I've been in the fandom for a couple of years.
This is not a JoJo episode.
I know, but then, like, please cut us some slack. Like, yeah, maybe Anthony is more interested in Link Click, but, like, I feel like it is clear that, like, now it's just one episode is, like, my choice, one episode is his choice, and then sometimes we both like it, sometimes we both hate it, sometimes we have opposing views. Please let us live. Thank you.
No, it's okay because like, comment, and subscribe if you made it this far. Also, I eat feet.
He does not. Okay. Anyways,
I
thank
ate
you.
chicken foot earlier today. Had some dim sum.
And dim sum. Like, I
It's good.
love chicken feet. Like, I can't believe that people don't like it.
Yeah, that was my least favorite, but at least I ate feet. Right.
Anyways.
See you guys next time.
Good night.
Good night.